Hey there, I'm going to talk quickly about adjectives in Spanish. And adjectives describe nouns. Not to be confused with adverbs that describe. What do you think they describe? Verbs. Okay, so nouns, just to remind ourselves what those are: people, places, things, abstract ideas. Okay. Verbs are actions. So be careful if we're not describing how somebody is doing something, an action. That's an adverb. So right now we're just talking about adjectives. So for example, I might say the girl is blonde, the girl is tall, the boy is strong, the teacher is intelligent, the students are smart, and so on. So we're describing people, places, and things. The restaurant is delicious, right? The dog is good, and so on. Okay, so the difference in Spanish with adjectives, almost all of our adjectives are going to come after a noun. So it will sound backwards to us if we are English speakers. So we'll say the girl blonde, for example. So we'll say la chica rubia es blah, blah, blah. Or we might say la chica es rubia. Okay, so we'll say the blonde girl, la chica rubia is blonde, comes after the noun. So here's our noun, here's our adjective. So when we're putting them together and saying the blonde girl, describing her, it will come after it. Now in this case, we're describing her. The girl is, and we have a verb there, and then rubia is also another way to use our adjectives. If we're going to put them, instead of saying like in English, a blonde girl, we would say the girl blonde. The house big, la casa grande. Es blah, blah, blah. We might also say la casa es grande. Another way to write the same thing. Okay. So again, most of our adjectives will come after the noun. Pretty basic. They need to match in gender, so male or female, and number, so singular, plural, right? They need to match in gender and number. So what does that mean? If the adjective changes, if it ends with an O in its regular form, it will change to an A when it's a girl, describing a girl. So la chica rubia, el chico, what would you put here? Rubio, right? Some of the adjectives don't have a masculine or feminine form. They're the same for boy and for girl, or male and female, and it would just stay the same. So la casa es grande, or we might have a male noun like el libro es grande. The adjective's not going to change. That's pretty standard for the adjectives that end with E. Okay, we might have la casa colors or adjectives, blanca. El piso, the floor, negro, the black floor, or the white floor, blanco, and so on. It'll be masculine. Okay. All right. So adjectives agree, or they match in gender and number. Do you have a headache yet from me moving that? Okay. So this is the big key here. That's the second thing, and they come after the noun. Usually, there are a couple scenarios or verbs, adjectives that actually change meaning depending on if they come before or after, or they can be used to emphasize something when they come before the noun. But standard adjectives come after the noun. We have three that we want to take note of are malo, which means bad, bueno, which is good. These just change when we put them before the noun, and the other one is grande. It means large or great. So how do these change? A couple different things. This one, the actual meaning changes. Malo and bueno, the spelling changes. Es un mal niño. The O drops before a masculine singular noun. O drops before masculine singular noun. It's the same with bueno. Es un buen niño. Same rule. If the noun comes after it, it doesn't drop. Es un niño malo. Es un niño bueno. Okay, we retain the O on the end. We don't drop it. Okay, let's take a look at another one. What happens if it's a girl? What am I going to do? Okay, so my rule was the O drops before a masculine singular noun. What if it's not a masculine noun? What if I'm describing a girl? Es una buena niña. Is it okay for me to put that before the noun? Sure, I can put it there. This one can go before it. And it does not drop the O, but it does change to an A. Why does it change to an A? Because it's before a female noun. Remember, the adjective agrees in number. Son buenas niñas. Why do I have buenas and niñas? Because these are female plural. It has to match in number, and here it matched in gender, male, female, singular, plural. All right, so we learned that it only drops the O before a masculine noun. Can you think of something else you've learned previously in Spanish, elementary Spanish 1 probably, that also dropped an O before a masculine noun? Does it sound familiar if I say hay un reloj? There is one reloj. Do we say uno reloj? No, we dropped the O before a masculine noun in Spanish when we were talking about numbers. Even if we had 21, 31, 41. Hay 21 estudiantes en la clase. We also dropped the O here before masculine noun. In this case, it was plural nouns. We dropped the O. Okay, so kind of keep that in mind. We're going to drop the O before a singular masculine noun if we put the adjective before the noun that it's modifying or that it's describing. Okay, how about that other one that I haven't addressed yet? How about grande? Grande actually is going to change meanings. We want to be really careful when we use this one. Es una mujer grande. This one's kind of silly. What do you think this first one means? What do you think the second one means? Can you make a guess? Pause the video and see if you can think of something. Mujer is woman. She is a large woman. She is a great woman. Okay, this is correct except for one little error. We also have a spelling change. Instead of de, we say es una gran mujer to mean she is a great woman. So in all fairness, we could just say this is a different word altogether, and it just comes before the noun. Grande really means large, and it comes after the noun. And gran, G-R-A-N, you could think of it as just a different word that means great. Okay, so es un gran hombre. He's a great man. Es un hombre grande. He's a large man. Okay, kind of silly on that one. That's considered the same word, just with the DE removed, or you could think of it as two separate words if you want. That makes more sense in your brain. Okay, hope this helps.